Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we will be talking about multiple players and assessing their future with FC Barcelona. We are going to be talking about Luis Suarez, then moving on to Arturo Vidal, then we will be talking about a big announcement from Ivan Rakitic, and lastly we will be talking about Sergino Dest. And so we are first going to start with Luis Suarez. So I'm going to give you guys a brief timeline on what's been going on with Luis Suarez. So on Sunday he did pass the PCR test, he has been training, and even though he has been in Barcelona and training with FC Barcelona, Koeman has already told him that he will not be in his plans going forward onto next season. And it says here, according to Ruben Uria, Luis Suarez demands a full payment for the remaining contract year, which is 14 million euros net, to leave FC Barcelona. If not, he will remain in the club even if he does not play. If Barcelona pays him that amount before the market closes, Suarez will pack his bags and leave as soon as possible. And I think that that is one of the biggest problems this club is going to have with their players, is that they're not going to put the player's best interest at first. And this simply just comes with a overhaul. It makes sense for Suarez to be in this situation. But since we are talking about this player here, I think that these are one of the players that needs to go immediately in this summer. And it's not that Luis Suarez is a bad player. I think that Luis Suarez is still a world-class player. But as for Barcelona, this club needs to move on and we need to continue to progress. And there has been so many reports suggesting that Ajax and Juventus will be going for Luis Suarez, which was according to Marcelo Bachelor. We have Ajax, who has been working extremely hard to bring this player in. They have informed Barcelona that his fee is too high, his wages is too high, but Ajax are in the works to bring Luis Suarez. And then as for Juventus, they are actually reportedly much closer to bringing Luis Suarez to Italy. And according to Sport, they have stated, Ajax sporting director Mark Overmars have informed Luis Suarez that the Dutch side will present an offer for the Uruguayan in the next coming days. Then we have TV3 and Cat Radio reporting that Suarez to Juventus is only in a matter of time. And so you can see that Ajax and Juventus are going to be having that tension in the summer to bring Luis Suarez in. And so at the end of the day, Barcelona is not going to have any problems selling Luis Suarez in this summer. There is high demand, and so best of luck to Luis Suarez. Moving on to Arturo Vidal, and it says here, according to Fabrizio Romano, Vidal's agents are in talks with Barcelona to leave the club for free this summer. Inter are waiting and are ready to make a contract bid. They are leading the race to sign Vidal. He is the priority midfielder for Conte, and so he is actually one of the players that has been talked to many times throughout this whole year since January 2020. And now that we have heard that Inter Milan and Conte have found an agreement to continue to work together into the next season, it would only make sense for Conte to continue to push for the move of Arturo Vidal, because Conte and Vidal do have that strong relationship. Vidal is a big fan of Conte and Conte is a big fan of Arturo Vidal. The big question now is, now that if Barcelona are going to be selling a player like Arturo Vidal, who is going to be that player that's going to be replacing this type of profile? And that is going to be a huge obstacle Barcelona is going to have to go through, because every team does need that one player that likes to do the dirty work, and Barcelona is going to need that next summer. One of the strongest candidates to replace Arturo Vidal is a player like Monchu, who is in Barcelona B, and so hopefully we do get to see more of Monchu onto the next season. And then the other question is, why are we going to sell Arturo Vidal for free? And because we are going to sell him for free, it's because right now Barcelona's big objective is to lower the wage bill. Barcelona is well aware that the wage bill is way too high for them to keep paying annually, and that is what's going to lead us to the next topic, which is Ivan Rakitic. And this is fully confirmed coming from the two clubs and every reliable journalist. They have said that Ivan Rakitic is going back to Sevilla. It is a done deal, it is a total agreement, and it has been reached with FC Barcelona. He will be signing a 3-year deal, and Rakitic has already completed the medical test. And here are the details of this deal. It says here that Barcelona and Sevilla have reached an agreement for Rakitic. They will pay 1.5 million euros plus 9 million in variables. Rakitic will hold a farewell press conference tomorrow before he does leave to Sevilla. So Rakitic will be going to Sevilla. He will be getting paid 3 million for every season, which is nothing compared to what Barcelona did pay him in the last season, which was 9 to 10 million euros for every season. And it says here, according to Sport, if Sevilla do qualify for the Europa League or the UCL in the next 2 years, Barcelona will receive a payment of up to 8 million to 9 million euros, which basically means that Barcelona will be saving a lot of money from this transfer. They will be getting the 8 million euros, and they will also be saving the money off of the wages. So in total, net, they will be saving around 16 million euros for next season. And so I think that this is a great deal. I think that Sevilla will be happy with this move. Rakitic will for sure be happy with this move, and Barcelona have finally moved on from another player in this summer. And I do think that this is a lesson to be learned, because many people around Barcelona have been wanting Rakitic to leave this club as soon as possible. And it's not because because of the way that he has been playing, but because of how long he did stay in this club. And so let me explain why this happened. One of the people that's highly involved in these negotiations with these players is President Bartomeu. And it has been said that Bartomeu does like to give these players the wages that they do want, regardless of how much money it is. Bartomeu likes to get that done. The problem is there are situations where the club cannot financially afford their wages, and sometimes it does lead to a mistake on increasing the wage bill. And it says here, according to many reliable sources in Barcelona, they have stated, curiously, Bartomeu has given everything to these players. He has paid them very, very well, giving out brutal contracts. Piqué, Busquets, Jordi Alba, and even with Xavi and Iniesta, when they did leave, they left with very good bonuses. Yet, the players just cannot stand him. And so, what does that mean? That basically means, like, let's just say someone does have a house and they do have a payment to make every month of 100 million euros. That guy right there does make $2 every hour. Then he goes up to you and says, can you be my housemaid and I'll pay you $5 every hour? That would not make any sense, right? But as for you, you would say, fine, I'll take it, but I don't think that you can afford this house payment that's going to be coming to you in every month, but I'll take it. Then they continue to say that paying the highest wages in the world puts a lot of pressure in the Barcelona finances. And so this is simply coming down to the poor management from President Bartomeu. And the reason why I did bring this up is because when you do pay these players well, like Ivan Rakitic, it's going to be extremely hard for you to get rid of those players when they do need to leave and exit the club. And when you do have that massive wage bill on that player, you usually tend to see within the club that they do force that player to play on the field. And I think that that is what turned Rakitic into a villain in the eyes of FC Barcelona. But overall, finally, Ivan Rakitic got what he wanted. I'm happy for Rakitic. I'm happy to see that Rakitic will continue to move forward with Sevilla. I'm grateful for what he brought to FC Barcelona. And throughout his 6 years with this club, he has won a total of 13 trophies. He won 1 Champions League, 4 La Ligas, 4 Copas, 1 Club World Cup, 1 European Super Cup, and 2 Spanish Super Cups. And so Rakitic brought nothing more but great success to FC Barcelona. And it has been an honor to bring this player into Barcelona, but now it is time to move on. We wish you a lot of luck and we wish you a lot of success at Sevilla. And so now moving on to the next topic, and we're going to be talking about Sergino Dest. And so before I do get into this news, right, I do want to give you guys some context and what's been going on between Sergino Dest and FC Barcelona. So right now it's clear that Barcelona do need to strengthen that right back area. And it's strange to see that we haven't heard anything about Barcelona wanting to bring a new right back, because Barcelona has been extremely quiet ever since that 8-2 loss. And within that 8-2 loss, it was clear that Barcelona needed to strengthen the right back area. And we knew since that day that we needed a change, but it hasn't happened yet. And one of the strongest candidates that was talked about throughout this whole year to be that next right back for Barcelona for the next 6 to 7 years was Sergino Dest, who is a 19-year-old American player, and his release clause is just above 20 million euros. He does have the ability to go forward and really be a presence in the opposition's box, and his work ethic is there. He does like to track back, he does like to defend, and so this is the type of profile that Barcelona do need at the moment. But unfortunately, we have heard this, according to Sergi Soler from Mundo Deportivo. Although Koeman likes Ajax defender Sergino Dest, he has been discarded and the player is not in the coach's plans. So if that's going to be the case, right, if Barcelona is going to move away from Sergino Dest, who is going to be next? Who is Barcelona going to recruit next? Because right now, if you're going to tell me that we are going to go into the next season and still have Sergi Roberto and Nelson Semedo, it's going to be extremely hard for us to improve on the field going forward. And it has also been stated that Koeman has been wanting to use Sergi Roberto in the midfield. So are you going to tell me that we're going to go into the next season and just have Nelson Semedo as our right back? And there is nothing wrong with having Nelson Semedo in Barcelona. I think that Semedo can bring great things to this club. He has shown promise against teams like Valencia, Granada, Real Betis, but we have not seen him yet perform at the level that he's supposed to be performing at when we are in that stage, like in the quarterfinals, semifinals, or even in the finals. Can Semedo improve that form? Yes, he can. But right now, if we want to fix something for the next season and we do want to strengthen that area, Barcelona need to bring a new right back. For example, going back to Dest, if we bring in Dest, that would be the best solution for all parties. Dest and Semedo will be competing against each other to fight for that spot. Semedo will be looking and saying, wait a minute, this guy wants my spot. I'm not going to let him take my spot. I'm going to need to improve. And knowing Dest, knowing how competitive he is at this young of an age, he is going to do the exact same thing and bring that same energy. And Barcelona do need that competitive spirit. But that is just my thoughts. I think that, look, in the end, Barcelona need to bring a new right back. It doesn't even have to be Sergino Dest anymore, but Barcelona do need to strengthen that area. And hopefully, Koeman and the sporting director directors can get this done in this summer. And I quickly do want to add in one more report, which is nothing really related to FC Barcelona, but on this Thursday, Spain and Germany will be facing each other. And the reason why I do want to bring this in is because in this Spanish squad, we do have Ansu Fati and Eric Garcia participate in this match. Ansu Fati and Eric Garcia are former teammates back in the Barcelona Academy squad, which was I think about 5 to 6 years ago. And so it's great to see Ansu Fati and Eric Garcia finally meet each other and see them go this far into the national team alongside Lucho, who is also known as Luis Enrique. And that is what gets me very excited, right? Because right now, Enrique's big plan with Spain is that he does want to build that next big Spain. The next Spain that is going to be with us for the next Nations League, the next Euro, the next World Cup, and going forward. And I really do think that Lucho is planning on using and implementing Eric Garcia and Ansu Fati to lay that foundation for the Spanish squad going forward. And so I do highly recommend you guys to at least watch the highlights between Germany and Spain to see how Ansu Fati does perform against Germany and how Eric Garcia, who is not a Barcelona player yet, but just to see how he does perform against a tough team like Germany on Thursday. Then we will have some type of idea of what type of player Eric Garcia is and what he could bring to the table if he does arrive to FC Barcelona. So that'll be it for today's Barcelona daily news. Again, I want to remind you guys that Messi's father, who is Jorge Messi, will be meeting with Bartomeu either Wednesday or Thursday. Whatever does happen, either Wednesday or Thursday, we will be talking about it here in this YouTube channel. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.